Okay, as y'all can see, I am on a walk. I just got finished running, so forgive me for being out of breath. But this Sunday has been so beautiful. I had a great time at church. It was such a Holy Spirit filled service. And something that I'm taking away from my pastor's sermon today, he talked about being under pressure. And when I say his message spoke directly to me, um, one thing that he said was, purpose doesn't erase pressure, it just gives you the endurance to get through it. How fitting, given that I am on my walk and I just finished running. But that wasn't even the example that I had initially. The example that I had was the other day, my brother was visiting, and me, him, and his friend actually went to a museum. And when we went into the museum, there was no rain. Well, there might have been a little bit of a drizzle, but there was no heavy downpour of rain. When we came out of the museum, there was a torrential downpour. And guess what? Your girl had no umbrella. So, what did I do with that information? I had no choice but to just thug it out. Neither of them had an umbrella. I didn't even have a hood to put on my head, no hat, no nothing, just me in the rain and the distance that I had to walk to get back to my car. But I share that because there was still a God in that example. There was still a God amidst the rain and everything else that was happening that had me frustrated initially. But once I went back and reflected on it, I was like, wow, God was all in that. So I was thinking about how oftentimes we think that we want the Lord to remove the pressure. And sometimes we do. I'm not going to lie. I don't necessarily want pressure right now. But that's okay, because as my pastor said, purpose gives us a reason to keep going. It gives us the endurance that we need. Because I knew that I needed to get to my car, I knew I had no other choice but to thug out the pressure from the rain. I knew I had no other choice but to get from point A to point B, where my car was, and to get in the car so that I could escape the rain. I just want to encourage someone and remind you that this pressure that you're feeling, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to go away just because you know that there's a purpose behind it. But the purpose is going to give you a reason. It's going to give you a why. It's going to give you the endurance that you need to keep going. Just like this walk that I'm on, I'm seeing landmarks every step of the way. All I got to do is get past that landmark. All I got to do is get past the next landmark. So I want to encourage you, stay strong, stay in the race, keep the faith, and trust God to give you the endurance that you need to overcome whatever season you're in. Y'all be blessed.